not just a case. You're not just a client. You're a person, and you deserve support. You deserve simplicity. You deserve communication. When you hire an attorney, you deserve clear, risk-free advice that guides you to the best possible outcome in your injury case. And that's exactly what the advocates have been providing for over 30 years. After your accident, you deserve closure. You deserve compassion. You deserve peace of mind. You deserve an advocate.
This is The Monty Show, the truth in sports talk streaming. When you want unbiased opinions about your favorite team without the spin, all you have to do is find The Monty Show, streaming live and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on YouTube. And now, here's Monty.
Hey, The Monty Show is live on Thursday, June 18th, 2026, and Cody Campbell won't shut up. Yeah, we thought the story would never die, but then again, no, I'm not going to say that. The point is, Cody Campbell is still talking, and every Texas Tech fan is like, oh, okay, well, what about go Brandon in Cincinnati, bro? What about him? What about Cody Campbell lying through his teeth, in my opinion? And yet he is still talking. He is still talking. It is incredible. Let's get into Cody Campbell. Let's get into Texas Tech. As always, the Monty Show is presented by the Advocates at theadvocates.com, the best injury attorneys in the business, 24/7, 365. That's when you can get the Advocates anytime you need them, where you need them, when you need them, how you need them, because the Advocates understand when you've been in an accident, it's one of the worst days of your life. If you've never, and I hope you've never, and I hope you never get in an accident, as somebody who has been in an accident, you just don't know what to do. You feel, there are times where you feel hopeless. The Advocates are going to take all that the unknowing, the insecurity, they're going to take all that off your plate. Let the Advocates go fight so that you can get healthy. Get back to the best version of yourself. Did you get in an accident in an Uber, on a Lime scooter? Hey, man, you don't know what to do. The Advocates do. Get them at theadvocates.com. where you never reach in your pocket to pay the Advocates. I'm ready to get after it with Cody Campbell. I'm so tired. If you're a Texas Tech fan, does there not come a point where you're like, hey, Cody, maybe shut the hell up for a while now? Like, do you get to the point where enough is enough? Because Cody Campbell won't stop talking. And I don't understand it. And you guys tell me if I'm over the top on this, because Texas Tech fan told me that we're fighting for the kid. We have to do what's right for the kid. No matter what, it's about the kid. You're fat. You're old. You don't have any hair. Cody Campbell's better than you. When Cody Campbell was telling you he's fighting for the kid. And it was about the kid, and the system's broken. And they're going to go down and just keep fighting until there's no fight. And then they told us that Brendan Sorsby made the decision to pull out of college football and go to the supplemental draft. The pause was intentional. Anyway, the point is that it was Brendan's decision because the kid has to do what he has to do. Okay, that's very noble to let the kid, have you figured out yet he's not a kid? The kid, to let him do what he has to do. Well, it turns out the kid didn't make the decision. Yeah. It turns out we were always going to do what we had to do for the betterment of, well, myself, frankly.
Where it ended is basically that we more or less ran out of time. He had to make a choice on whether he was going to stay in college or try to stay in college or go in the NFL supplementary draft, which is a very unusual thing that's done. But the deadline for that is June the 22nd. And with all the different legal challenges that were going on from the Big 12 potentially from other places. There was no way to know with certainty that he was going to be eligible or that there weren't going to be additional sanctions placed on Texas Tech or anything like that. And so, we had to make the decision that, we went to talk to Brendan and said, look, it's probably not the best thing for you because you'd be taking some risks that you might not end up being able to play. It's not fair to your teammates, because, games that they're playing or their postseason could be threatened if you're to play. And, it may not be good for the university. And so, that was a tough thing, because he really, truly wanted to play. And like I said, he is a really good kid.
First of all, did anybody notice what's sitting on the table behind him? Did anybody just look? What do you think this is on the tape? Just to the left of Cody Campbell on the table. What do you notice there?
Where it ended is basically that we more or less ran out of time. He had to make a choice on whether he was going to stay in college or try to stay in college or go in the NFL Supplementary Draft, which is a very unusual thing that's done. But the deadline for that is June the 22nd. And with all the different legal challenges that were going on from the Big 12, potentially.
Did you see it? Do you know what that is, Jake?
No, I'm not picking it up. Nope.
That'd be his wallet. That is his wallet sitting there. Look again, note the money clip on top. This is Cody Campbell doing an interview with his wallet sitting on the table.
Where it ended is basically that we more or less ran out of time.
That is his wallet sitting there. Look at that.
Had to make a choice.
Listen, I'm not a rich guy, but here's my wallet. Yeah, listen, this is who this guy is. How many times do I have to tell you this? This cat has first, stop talking. Stop talking. Like, this is over for Brendan Sorsby. Why do you keep trying to torpedo this kid? Because now, are you trying to like spin it and make it better? Because every time Cody Campbell talks, angels in heaven die. Every single time he says something, demons in hell are born in triplicate. Every time Cody Campbell talks, something bad happens. Like the truth comes out and not from Cody Campbell. Oh, the kid. Brendan Sorsby didn't make this decision. Texas Tech pulled the plug on him. I know that that's hard for Texas Tech fan to hear because, the kid, I'm just going to keep saying that all day. Because this was never about Brendan Sorsby. This was always about Cody Campbell being a disruptor. We're a disruptor. You're not. You're not. You're an embarrassment. That's what you are, Cody. You have taken what should have been a special, unique, strong leverage position at Texas Tech. And you have just set it on fire and burned it to the ground. Because now you're on an island by yourself. Nobody likes you. Oh, that's how we like it. Shut up. It's not how you like it. Nobody wants to be Florida State in the ACC. How is that worked out? You did not have to do this interview. You're not Joey Maguire, so shut up. And the thing that I'll never understand about famous people and the rich, because I don't think Cody Campbell's famous. I don't think Cody Campbell's a celebrity. I think Cody Campbell's a rich guy who wants to show you his wallet, which is what I've been telling you. And now we quite literally have an interview with Cody Campbell's wallet sitting on the table next to him. You cannot make this up. But here's the thing. Famous people always get away with the crime. Just go do another movie, right? Just go do another movie. How many times does Donnie have to get on a bus and talk about grabbing genitalia before he gets elected president? That's what this is. Just stop talking, dude. Brendan Sorsby is dead to you now. Move on. Start propping up Will Hammond. Because if I'm Will Hammond, I am excited about the transfer portal. Why? You have done nothing to support Will Hammond. Don't forget, it's about the kid. Who's supporting the kid in Will Hammond? Right? And all you have to do here is stop trying to cover up your crimes, so to speak. Stop trying to talk your way out of your guilty conscience. Because notice, very rarely in this clip, and I am going to play it again, what do you notice it's different about this interview and the one he did with Outkick? What do you notice the difference here? Oh, Cody Campbell on the Outkick interview is staring at the camera.
And you say, look, dude, you bet on your team. We're going to take...
Glaring at the camera.
And you say, look, dude, you bet on your team. We're going to take care of you, but you can't play.
Hey, look, but again, there are kids that are playing that have gotten DUIs, that have beaten up women. They're kids that have committed horrible acts, you know.
Do you know what the difference is between that and this?
Where it ended is basically that we more or less ran out of time. He had to make a choice on whether he was going to stay in college or try to stay in college or go in the NFL Supplementary Draft, which is a very unusual thing that's done. But the deadline for that is June the 20th.
What's the difference? He lacks conviction in this latest interview. How many ums are we going to get?
How much acting are we doing, Cody? How much?
Like, it's a lot.
Posturing are we doing here, dude?
It when you're talking about something and you're like, that's what he's doing here. He's not looking at the camera.
Nothing to see over here, guys. Nothing to see.
Yeah, just look at my wallet. See my wallet? Cody Campbell needs to stop talking. The cover-up is far worse than the crime.
As usual.
It's the rule in this country. Just stop talking. Say, hey, you know what? We made a mistake. We're going to move on. Will Hammond's a fine quarterback. Here at Texas Tech, I mean, we're going to do everything we can to support the kid. That's all you have to do. And then shut up. Just put your wallet back in your pocket. Go drill another hole in the ground, bud. That's all. That's it. That's your entire... I watch Landman. I know how this stuff works in West Texas. All you have to do is go drill another hole in the ground, bud. Can't help himself. Cannot help himself. Cannot stop doing this. And I guess I shouldn't be amazed. I am amazed by this.
Yeah, I think that Cody Campbell is one of the biggest actors we've ever seen in college football. I think, as I've said many, many times, and I'll keep saying it until I'm blue in the face, I guess, but I think the guy is a politician without being one. This is exactly what he does. He one day will tell you he's the best and we're the best and we didn't do anything wrong, and we're well within our rights here. And he'll look you dead in the eye and tell you that. And then when it doesn't work out for him and he's fighting someone who can actually afford to keep up with them, and he's fighting someone who actually has world-class attorneys in the Big 12. Oh, and you lost that case and they essentially dropped the hammer on you. Well, now all of a sudden you're not really behaving the same way, Cody. And forgive me for being incredulous about it, but I think it's exactly what's wrong with college football. And if you remember, and it's all on the channel, I've been saying that Cody Campbell is wrong with what's wrong with college football, right? Like, I've said for a while that this guy and the way he goes about it and the way he chooses to do business, in my opinion, is not what we should be doing in college football. Boosters have no place running universities. You want to support a program, great. But just because you have money doesn't mean you run the university. And that's the part that I really struggle with Cody Campbell. He's one of the few boosters who I've seen who get out in front of things, want to do all these interviews, want to be in the media, and basically want to be the star of the show. And that's just not how any big-time college football program runs, which brings me back to my original point of you've done nothing, you've won nothing, you have no say in the room, you shouldn't be talking. Like, go out into the CFP and actually win something and show you can beat anybody. Show me you can score a single point. Show me that you can do anything, and then maybe we can have a conversation. Because, again, I'm not going to forget, dude. I'm not going to forget. Like, you're doing this all off of one season where you then act like you run the entire show. And it's like, dude, you had one good season. Great. Like, awesome.
And then Brendan Sorsby's agent threw gas on Tech and Cincinnati.
The people at Tech have been great, very supportive. Joy McGuire, I think, is one of the best human beings on the planet. He's a lot of head coaches are transactional. He is not. And they didn't do anything wrong here. If anybody should be questioned or be catching heat, it should be Cincinnati, because they knew for 2 years and never said anything and didn't do anything about it. So
yeah,
that's the part of the story that gets lost. And again, it's like, this is a 22-year-old kid who doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. He's had 2 girlfriends his entire life. He's at church every Sunday. He's a great human being, and I guess his biggest fault might be he's too giving. When I say that, his involvement with some of his friends and the predatory world of gambling, where you turn 18 and deposit $5, you get a free 100, and every single show on TV and every single radio show, everything is sponsored by a gambling site. So it's a scary world we're living in, and we, these kids have all been raised now with phones in their hands, so it's real easy to get on an app and place a bet.
Sounds remarkably similar to Brandon, Jeffrey Kessler's argument. So you're telling me again, because Cody Campbell said they thoroughly vetted Brendan Sorsby. Let's believe that all of this is true, because Cincinnati wholly denies that they had any knowledge. They went as far as to say because they use the same software that everybody, I would think, essentially uses, which is Prohibet. I think it's called like Prohibet, or essentially it is software that monitors illegal betting among student athletes. They went as far to describe it and talk about it, and let's assume everything that Ron Slavin, the agent for Brendan Sorsby, said is true. So how did Cody Campbell, the billionaire who leaves his wallet with his huge money clip sitting on the table during interviews, how did he not know that? Interesting. So what did the background check find? Very interesting. Very interesting. And I do think we need to talk about Cincinnati here in a minute, and we will. But Texas Tech fan, can you at least get on board? And again, I know I'm fat, I'm stupid, I don't have hair, all the things that you guys say, totally true. No lies detected. But my question is, can you at least get on the trail now that Cody Campbell talks far too much, and he is doing real, tangible damage to you? He's the entire reason you got sued, in my opinion, by the Big 12. I believe that Cody Campbell reached out to Ken Paxton and said, hey, we need a Hail Mary here. I believe that's my opinion what happened. He was like, well, I better call Kenny. Let me call Kenny. Kenny can send a letter and threaten some folks. And we all know what sending letters and threatening people does. That's what I feel like he did. Because all rich people threaten people to sue. We're going to sue. We're going to do this. That's
the modus operandi, right? Hey, do whatever the hell we want. And when it doesn't work out, we're just going to try to sue our way out of it. I mean, that's
Jake, it's how the Pharaohs operate.
Yeah, dude.
Right?
I mean, it's how you get piped by the IRS. It's how the feds get on you. And and what's incredible about this is like, when you talk about knowing or not knowing, or like, what the background check like uncovered or didn't uncover, I'm telling you, like, you can't, part of me finds it difficult to believe, on one hand, that they did the background check, they knew about this, and they still decided to move forward. Like, part of me finds that really hard to believe. But then on the other hand, I'm like, well, actually, dude, like, this is Cody Campbell, a billionaire, and billionaires do whatever the hell they want. And he was probably hot to trot to sign the biggest and baddest name, because he's been on this run of signing guys and money talks at Texas Tech. So when he couldn't get Sam Levitt, he wanted to get the second best guy he could, no matter what the pile of crap sitting on his front porch would be. And that's why I say, like, again, it's the old adage, right? Like, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. And that's exactly what happened here. You, in my opinion, again, just my opinion, based on everything that's happened, and after listening to everyone talk, like, I feel like you just looked past it, because I just can't. There's no way that you didn't know, man. There's no way
It's not possible.
There's just no way that you just had no idea that this guy gambled and there were issues. Like, come on, man. And I still maintain, again, my take from day one about the $1 million with Cincinnati. I still maintain, in my opinion, again, speculation, whatever. I still maintain that you tried to leverage Cincinnati and you said, hey, we're not going to pay you because you're not going to out yourself, right? You don't want the smoke that comes with everyone knowing that you knew about his activities. So we're not going to pay you. And if you cause an issue over it, we'll expose you. I do feel like there's a good chance that play got run on Cincinnati. And if that did happen, that just tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah, I'm amazed by it. I'm amazed by it. And no, not the Texas Tech helmet, Bailey. God damn it.
Well, you had confused a couple of people when you said to his left. Did you mean you meant Cody's left, not frame left, which I think confused.
To hit on the table behind
and pardon me.
Look on the table, lower frame. It'd be screen right, I believe, and over his, like near his left arm. Like, and if you just go to the rectum,
where it ended is basically that we more or less ran out of time.
You see the footballs on the chair behind him.
Had to make a choice on
Just
whether he was going to stay in college or try to stay in college or go in the NFL Supplementary Draft, which is a very unusual thing that's done. But
yeah, that's his wallet with his money clip sitting on the table.
Don't you know who I am?
Hey, how do you know a rich guy's rich? Because he keeps telling you. He can't, whatever. Not the helmet, Bailey. Yeah, most said helmet. Monty only one saying wallet. Do you guys not see the wallet? Jake, do you at least see it?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I see it. I didn't see it initially until you pointed it out. That's the crazy part about this. I actually hadn't seen it before you had pointed it out. But now that you've pointed it out, I can't unsee it. It's literally just sitting there, like smacking you in the face in the background. And
you know all about that.
Yeah, I know. Getting smacked in the face is just my cup of tea, But look at, like, you can't miss it once you see it. That's the crazy part.
I know what the money on the money on the wallet clip is. Probably Cincinnati's $1 million buyout.
Where it ended is basically that we more or less ran out of time. He had to make a choice on whether he was going to stay in college or try to stay in college or go in the NFL Supplementary Draft, which is a very unusual thing that's done. But the deadline for that is June the 22nd. And with all the different legal challenges that were going on from Big 12, potentially from other places, there was no way to know with certainty that he was going to be eligible or that there weren't going to be additional sanctions placed.
It's you can't make this up.
Yeah, I mean, I just think the imagery of it is just like the whole thing, like the looking down thing, the wallet thing, like the whole thing is just like you're
incredible.
Putting on a show here. You're acting, you're posturing, and again, this is what you said, right? Like you're trying to control the narrative. You won't stop talking because you feel some obligation to continue to try to cover this thing up, even though now we're past it. Like, as soon as the Big 12 put out that statement saying, what was it? We look forward to moving together 16 strong. You should have never talked about this again. Like, you should have never commented, never done an interview on it. And if someone wanted to ask you about it, yeah, you know what, man? Like, we've put this behind us. We're full steam ahead with Will Hammond and the team we do have here.
He needs to no. Like, he needs to stay his ass off of TV and radio. What was the point of this interview? Were you fundraising? No. What was the point of having this conversation that he had? Where he never looked at the camera. What was the point of it? Why is Cody Campbell still doing interviews? Because Cody Campbell likes to see himself on TV. Cody Campbell likes to hear himself talk. Cody Campbell likes to use big words that he probably doesn't know what they mean. Because when you have absolutely destroyed yourself, and I'm going to play the entire 90-second clip, does it get worse than this?
And you say, look, dude, you bet on your team. We're going to take care of you, but you can't play.
Hey, look, but again, there are kids that are playing that have gotten DUIs, that have beaten up women. They're kids that have committed horrible acts. I mean, nobody boycotted to play Penn State a few years ago.
Look at him staring right at the camera.
Happened there, I mean, it was.
Well, can I ask you then, why do you think people are wanting to boycott in this particular situation?
Well, it's because
you're right about all of this.
It's because the college football world doesn't think that Texas Tech should be as good as we are. We've been a disruptor, just like Indiana has. And we're a target. And we have been even before any of this started. Now, the volume has gone way up, and a lot of it's been directed at me and it Coach McGuire and at our university.
Because you're a victim, Cody.
But that's not fair.
That must
if
be
this
it.
had happened at LSU, people would say, it's LSU.
I can't even get through it.
But
I mean, the bullshit is so
thick. It didn't happen at LSU, dude. That's the problem. It didn't happen at Georgia. It didn't happen at Bama. It didn't happen anywhere else. I'm really I'm sorry to get all fired up about it, but I'm sick and tired of that excuse. Well, if it had happened over here, hey, Dabo, actually it didn't happen over here, okay? So we don't want to hear about it. Hey, Cody. Yeah, it happened here in Lubbock. It didn't happen in Baton Rouge. It didn't happen in Athens or Tuscaloosa or Gainesville. It didn't happen in any of those areas. It happened right here in your backyard because you did it. It's on you, bro.
All right, before we get to Cincinnati, let's get some of your comments in here. Corey Hamill for $2 says he's listening at work. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Welcome to the nightmare. Hello. Everyone smash the like button. Yes, please. Oh, look, San Diego State Glenn, who's in Saipan. You're doing disaster relief. Oh, wow.
Hey.
The nobility. The nobility. Yeah, we're on to Cincinnati. Hey, look at that. Jeremiah Champion got out of bed early this morning. Hello. We can just shut up and worry about the upcoming season. That's probably where I would go. Every school, James. Look at the picture. That's James with a tattoo of all the schools in the league on his face.
That is honestly incredible, dude.
But he's been a member for 8 months.
Whoever this is, good work. Whoever this is, honestly, good work.
Yeah, I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah, nice job.
Matt Ritson, hello. Just know, not all Tech fans are the same. Some of us have integrity. Are you sure? Do you guys agree now that Cody Campbell does not have integrity? He lacks morals. Like, his words just do not align with somebody of high integrity.
Agreed.
They just do not. Right? Frogfather, hello. Jake Kelsey.
Okay, dude.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
My golf hiatus is almost over, you guys. This is the last weekend of golf hiatus. I'm ready not to be studying anymore. STFU, Cody Campbell. Pretty much. Yeah, I'm getting tired of people calling these people kids. 21 to 24-year-olds are not kids. That's exactly right. Shout a. Hey, Sarkeesian did a mea culpa. We're going to play that in a minute. Do you guys hate or like Steve Sarkeesian? While Shorty's here, we should do that.
Yeah.
This is a lesson that Cody Campbell could learn well from Sark here.
I was answering questions about the kind of the inequities in college football. One of them is scheduling and the challenge that the CFP committee has in deciding on who makes the playoffs and who doesn't. So I'd already covered all of that in my press conference. I go in to speak to and have lunch with all of our donors and boosters, and the media who covered the press conference was in the back. And unbeknownst to me, a fan asked me a question about that exact thing again. And instead of being redundant and answering the question like I did in the press conference for the media, I jokingly said about, there's a team in our state who's going to play a schedule that I really think our 2s and our 3s could probably go undefeated against that schedule. And that team's probably going to make the playoffs. It was a flight against Tech. I know Tech's a good football team. I have no, umbrage against that, but their non-conference schedule is what it is. Yeah. They're not playing 2 other really good teams in their conference in BYU and Utah. And the whole thing kind of blew up. And then Joey's got to defend his team. And then I got to make another joke to kind of calm the waters. And so it is what it is.
Do you buy it? I kind of do buy it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that he was... I don't think he was intending to make it personal with Tech. But I do think he was trying.
It's not what you meant to do, Monty.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Yeah.
I think he was in front of a bunch of boosters and fans. And he said some stuff that he was saying to boosters and fans, just having fun with it.
We did what we did.
Right? I don't think it was a shot at Tech. But then he doubled down on it and said, yeah, they're not even playing BYU in Utah.
And we were saying that.
Is he wrong?
No, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong. I give him a lot of credit for the mea culpa, though. John Peterson. Cody and the Redneck Raiders have sporting this attitude since they became somewhat competitive in 25. Never seen such a jackass attitude. It's wild. Jackass.
Learn to talk, bro.
But why do people do that? Well, because they don't know what to say. He's spinning. He's not listen, Cody Campbell's a rich guy that digs holes in the ground, right? He's an energy executive. It's a pretty good one. You don't trip and fall into $1 billion unless you're, never mind. The point is, he's a pretty good oilman, boy. Pretty good executive. Terrible at college footballing. And when you're not a polished speaker and you're not a gifted speaker, you and ah, you don't look at the camera. You say stupid shit like Penn State, Lane Kiffin, LSU, nobody would have cared. You say really dumb stuff because you don't vet it. You don't plan it.
Yeah,
because you don't have a PR person working with you. Yeah. You don't have a PR person working with you. Cody Campbell should not be doing interviews.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
But the problem is who's going to do the interview at Texas Tech?
Cody Campbell, because he's the billionaire and he's Mr. Important and he's the guy that's got to do everything, apparently.
Well, and just saying, it's not as though and how do I put this gently? It's not as though the president knocked it out of the park.
We did ask the NCAA to consider modifying or changing their policies when we wrote that letter welcoming him back. But I think we have to recognize that the rules in place now were made long before there were millions of young people walking around with illegal gambling apparatus in their pocket.
Bro, an apparatus?
Well, but the athletic director, he's well-spoken.
Say there's no reason whatsoever to question the integrity of our athletics department or the competitive product that we put on the fields or on.
Then why did you let Brendan Sorsby go? Oh, and why did Billionaire Boy say we couldn't put him on the field? So we had to make a decision. We ran out of time. Because you see, like, you're just talking yourself into circles now. All you're doing is the rototiller's going round and round and round, and you're just, like bringing more bullshit to the surface that's going to get you in. At some point, you're going to say something really stupid that's going to get you in trouble.
Yes.
Cody Campbell should stop talking because he doesn't say smart things. This interview is embarrassing.
Where it ended is basically that we more or less ran out of time. He had to make a choice on whether he was going to stay in college or try to stay in college or go in the NFL Supplementary Draft, which is a very unusual thing that's done. But the deadline for that is June the 22nd. Draft? And with all the different legal challenges that were going on from the Big 12 potentially from other places. There was no way to know with certainty that he was going to be eligible or that there weren't going to be additional sanctions placed on Texas Tech or anything like that. And so, we had to make the decision that, we went to talk to Brendan and said, look, it's probably not the best thing for you because you'd be taking some risks that you might not end up being able to play. It's not fair to your teammates, because, games that they're playing or their postseason could be threatened if you're to play. And, it may not be good for the university. And so, that was a tough thing, because he really, truly wanted to play. And like I said, he is a really good kid.
Yo, how much hemming and hawing, dude? How many ums can we work into one clip, dude?
My, That's all he ever talks about. The other day when he released that statement, and I was telling you guys, all he says is I and my repeatedly. And more we, Cody. More we. But Buddy is Buddy's rich, so he gets a free pass.
Apparently.
He gets a free pass, is what it is. Marnin. Cody Campbell is such a clown. He's not helping. Nice wrecker. You mean Wreckham? License plate on the back wall in Campbell's vid. Speaks volumes in regard to this Texas Tech mess. Pretty much. Since you brought up Landman, yeah, I know how things work in West Texas. I watch Landman. Funny thing about the Permian Basin is the number of windmills okay. Ryan Duffy. You ain't wrong on Cody. Stop talking. Sorsby's agent threw truth bombs at Tech in Cincinnati yesterday that contradicted what he said. Yeah, totally. 100%. Major letdown. The million owed to Cincy is still hanging out there in court. Really hope the school wins. Big 12 should step in on that as well. Support their member school. Yes, they should. Yes, they should. The wallet is sitting there plain as day, and nobody sees it.
Yes.
It's just a little flex. Am I the only one who finds that awkward? Like when you're a rich guy, do you really need to have your wallet sitting on the table in your office?
Well, yeah, that's part of the rich guy shtick, right? Oh, yeah, I'm going to have my wallet just sitting here while we have our conversation, just to remind you about how much money I have, just in case you get any funny ideas.
It's fine. When an idiot is willing to talk, media sources will usually oblige. I don't think he's stupid. I just think he's not that about this life.
He's out of his depth and has been.
Cody Campbell's not about this life, man. He's not stupid. Cody Campbell's not unintelligent. He's a really good businessman in the energy space. The problem is he's a really bad businessman in the college athletics space. Money does not buy you integrity and ethics.
Facts.
And I know I took a bunch of shit for saying this, but money does not buy you ethics and integrity. It just exposes what you have already, which is not much. That's all this is. That's all this is. And the hard reality for people who want to be famous, you're not famous now, Cody. You're infamous. And I don't know Cody personally. My guess is he's probably a pretty good dude. Do you want to hang out with him and play golf? I have no idea.
Yeah, the problem is we'll never know after this situation.
Yeah. He's not on staff. As someone who runs a program myself, I can't express how inappropriate it is for someone else to be talking for you in your program. And Joey McGuire is a good speaker. Now, does Joey say the best stuff? Not really.
Sorsby is recovering from an addiction. He's recovering. I've sat down with this young man multiple times, and the things that he is going through and what he's been through is serious. As a society, we've been okay with other things that happens and allowing players to play, and this has been the one thing that has united people that we're against, you know, and it's crazy because it's not murder, it's not beating somebody, or so there's a lot of things that we're working through.
Well,
he didn't kill anybody, so what's the big deal, dude? I mean, come on.
What about
I mean, come on, dude. I mean, I don't see the problem. He didn't shoot anybody, so what's the issue?
I don't know. I don't know if I don't quite know how to answer that, to be honest.
Cody represents everything that got SMU the death penalty, pretty much. He's John Hamm on Landman without the good looks and charm.
Yeah,
Okay.
and what happened to John Hamm on Landman?
His heart exploded. Bro, it just went right. The advertising show that John Hamm starred in. Oh my God. Anyway, that's a phenomenal. Now I got to look it up. Jesus. I'm telling you, John Hamm is one of the most underappreciated.
The advertising show.
Do you really not know? Oh my God. Oh my God. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up. It's incredible.
I don't know. I don't know if I don't quite know how to answer that, to be honest.
No, not fucking Fargo. God damn it. Not Fargo. I give up. This life is not for me.
I knew today would be shitty.
I'm done doing the show. I'm turning on Shinnecock, and that's it, dude. I'm over this. We're not talking about Fargo and John Hamm.
Do you really think I mean Mad Men?
Hey, look here, man.
The light eventually comes on. Mad Men. You need him to be John Hamm from Mad Men, not John Hamm from flipping. Anyway.
Paul didn't go in the hoop.
Yes, Mad Men was awesome. Yes. Never watched Mad Men, but it's always a great dude. You should watch it. It's incredible. It's everything you want. If Cody was to compare, the Texas Tech thing is so much worse than what went down at SMU. You got to put him in space and time as well. Being from Lubbock, I can tell you right now, they will never let this go. No, I don't think they will. Jay McClanahan, he's a dick. He's not, I don't know, Jay. He's probably a very nice guy. He's probably sending this chat in from church, hire a PR firm. That is what they are for. Put down the mic. Yeah, stop talking. Hey, look at that. Loaner phone. How's the young girlfriend? Texas Tech has to make things right. And Yarmark has to push Texas Tech to separate themselves totally from Cody. Good luck with that. Mad Men. Yes. Ryan Duffy. Hello. The whataboutism bingo card was so cringe. Pedophilia, rape, murder, assault, drunk driving. Just stop talking.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
You hear me clearly. You listen and you listen well.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I'll never forget. I remember watching that live. It was incredible. John Hamm is great in his new show, Your Friends and Neighbors. I'm sure he is. I'd hit that. I mean, anyway, Hamm looked like an American James Bond in Mad Men. Yes, he did. Such a good show. Besides all the cigarette smoking, it was such a good show. Such a good show. Gabriel, hello. Morning, Monty. Morning, Jakey Two Box.
Yeah, dude.
Loved Hamm's character in the movie Baby Driver. Okay. I mean, listen. You do you. You guys, what should happen to Cincinnati? Because this situation at Cincinnati now, you can deny this, and I'll play the bite again. Is Cincinnati in real trouble? I mean, I would guess so, right? I would think these Sorsby allegations are real, right? If they knew you can't just give them a free pass. Right? And Jake, do you believe they knew?
Yeah, I think here's the issue. Yeah, I think Cincinnati knew. I think that the problem here, though, is if Cincinnati knew, that means Tech knew, right? Because
you would think you would.
Well, no, but how can it be possible that you didn't? Because the argument is that what his agent is saying, what Cody is saying, again, the argument they're themselves making is, hey, dude, we're innocent. We didn't break any rules, but hey, look over here. It's Cincinnati. How are you guys disciplining us? But we're not talking about Cincinnati. Okay, so if that's the card you want to play, then the question inherently and naturally evolves into, okay, well, if you guys are accusing Cincinnati of knowing and knowing for 2 years allegedly, and you want them investigated and you want them looked into, doesn't that inherently mean that you guys knew when you vetted him because you're saying Cincinnati knew? Like, that's what I don't think these guys understand, that if you're going to accuse Cincinnati of that, and again, in my opinion, yeah, I think it was an open secret. I think it was known that he had some issues. I think it was it's just like anything else in the world. Like, you all have had that neighbor that something's just not quite right over there. They've got issues, but I'm not going to walk up to Buddy and ask him if he's got some type of gambling issue. I think it was that kind of thing. Like, people knew, but it wasn't something that was like burning the house down at that point.
Yeah.
And yeah, I do think Cincinnati should be looked into. I do think that they should be disciplined if they knew everything he was doing and did nothing because they wanted to win ball games. You got to be disciplined. It just is what it is.
Scott Satterfield on Cincinnati's current plight, maybe.
There certainly have been scouts, GMs have reached out and just asking questions, and more on a personal level probably maybe than the football level, with their interest, knowing that potentially something like this could happen. I certainly think now that the news is out, over the next few weeks, there's going to be a lot more inquiries about him.
What do you hope teams know about Brendan, the person?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, he's a great guy, great teammate, worked hard, gave it his all. I think just obviously a unfortunate thing that happened with him. And again, hopefully he'll learn from it and grow from it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess learn from it and grow from it, and Cincinnati's going to take sanctions because Sorsby's agent minced no words.
The people at Tech have been great, very supportive. Joy McGuire, I think, is one of the best human beings on the planet. He's a lot of head coaches are transactional. He is not, and they didn't do anything wrong here. If anybody should be questioned or be catching heat, it should be Cincinnati, because they knew for 2 years and never said anything and didn't do anything about it. So
yeah,
that's the part of the story that gets lost. And again, it's like, this is a 22-year-old kid who doesn't drink, doesn't smoke. He's had 2 girlfriends his entire life.
Yeah, he's just a kid, everybody.
He's at church every Sunday. He's a great human being, and I guess his biggest fault might be he's too giving. And when I say that, his involvement with some of his friends and the predatory world of gambling, where you turn 18 and deposit $5, you get a free 100, and every single show on TV and every single radio show, everything is sponsored by a gambling site. So it's a scary world we're living in, and we, these kids have all been raised now with phones in their hands, so it's real easy to get on an app and place a bet.
Ron Slavin, the agent for Brendan Sorsby on 105.3 The Fan in Dallas.
What the hell does that have to do with his decision to gamble, Ron?
But Jake, you can't hold these kids
you guys
personally accountable.
Oh man, this guy, Monty, this kid, he's in church.
Just a kid.
And
don't you love? I always love that. Yeah, listen, I know he committed a triple homicide and shot the dog on the way out the door, but
we did what we did.
He's in church every week.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers. I mean, this kid over here is innocent. It's the gambling industry. They're predatory.
Listen, I understand that he mowed down an old lady in a crosswalk, but I saw him in church on Sunday and he was asking for forgiveness.
Yeah, and he feels okay about it because he took the over on that happening on Polymarket. So
yeah,
he's totally listen, he is a great teammate. He can be trusted. He's a phenomenal person and he would never do this again. Like, just save me
It's an
the
addiction,
crap, dude.
It's an addiction.
Like,
I always love
stupid
it when
crap.
somebody does something terrible. You know, again, committed a triple murder and shot the dog on the way out the door, but he goes to church. What okay,
That's
great.
America.
He goes to church. I don't think we're talking about the same kind of God that he is. I could be wrong.
Americans.
You know, like, he shot the CEO of a healthcare company or a health insurance company, but he goes to church. So
he's fine. Like,
he's a good kid.
Like, if God forgave him, why can't we forgive him? What's the big
Be
deal?
better. Be better. Joey Smith forgave him already. Put him in the IPF.
Like, come on, dude. You know,
like, what are we doing?
Yeah, like I don't understand how some of these guys sleep at night. I genuinely, like, I understand bro's got a job to do, and you know, like the Jeffrey Kesslers of the world have a job to do, but I couldn't bring myself to lie with a straight face to the public like these guys do sometimes. Like, when you say stuff like, "Oh man, he's in church and he's only ever had 2 girlfriends in his life." What the hell does that have to do with the fact that he's a gambling addict, bro? Like,
you know,
like, I don't care about Buddy's sexual relations. I don't
like, he has a gambling apparatus in his pocket.
Yeah, and I have an apparatus that does other things. Ask your mom. That doesn't mean that I'm getting off if I commit some crime.
Yeah, I rolled into your mom's house and gambled, and I lost.
Yeah, like, how do you think I got here? Bro took a bad position on Polymarket, and all of a sudden we have a show. Like, that doesn't mean that he's getting away with it. Like, it's incredible.
It's crazy.
Like, I just don't understand. Like, I don't, because this guy plays football, it's okay.
He's a kid, Jake.
Like,
the agent kind of stepped in it. He said Tech didn't know, but Cincinnati did for 2 years, yet has been his agent. I don't think he said they knew for 2 years.
Yeah, I think he did.
Did he say that?
Yeah, play it again. In the clip, he says they knew I believe he did say they knew for 2 years.
The people at Tech have been great, very supportive. Joy McGuire, I think, is one of the best human beings on the planet. He's a lot of head coaches are transactional. He is not. And they didn't do anything wrong here. If anybody should be questioned or be catching heat, it should be Cincinnati, because they knew for 2 years and never said anything.
Oh, there you go. They knew for 2 years.
So he's just flat out there. He's just flat out there smacking Cincinnati. Like just casually, like, oh yeah, they knew. Yeah, they knew for years, dude. No problem.
Due to Cincy knowing about Sorsby's gambling, the NCAA should fine Skyline Chili. Well,
but I still think
or make you eat it.
Allegedly knew, because nobody seems to have any evidence that they actually knew. This is just his agent trying to paint a rosy picture, buddy.
This is where text messages are probably going to be problematic. You know, like, hope nobody put something in writing. I don't believe Cincinnati didn't know.
Okay. Hold on.
Look, I know you have an MDiv, so I expect better grammar out of you.
This is what you're getting with that TCU education, bro. I don't believe Cincy didn't know.
Semicolon. If they really didn't know, what lack of institutional control, which is worst? Well, I don't believe that they didn't have bad.
They didn't not
don't know and have not have the didn't know,
etc. Semicolon
and stuff. Semicolon. Lip balls.
That is really awesome, dude. I don't believe Cincy didn't know.
Semicolon. They teach that in your HDiv and stuff. There is no removing Cody. Texas Tech has no element of sincere diversity of gender, race, or politics in their midst. Well, I don't know. Now we're going too far.
I think that's a little rough, dude.
You could have stopped it. There's no removing Cody, and I'd been like, true. No lies detected. The media won't focus on Cincinnati. You mean the Natty? They don't have a blabbering billionaire, pretty much. Can Cody give Sampson some money so he does not have to talk about being broke at Houston? Probably should. Loaner phone. Billionaire Cody needs to be made an example of, and he needs to have the rule named after his happy ass. Okay.
Well, I do think that the Big 12 made an example out of him. I think that the way they handled that legal fight and the way they basically smacked them down and filed it at 1 a.m. in the morning, only to the next day to have Sorsby go to the supplemental and Texas Tech completely withdraw its position, I think kind of says everything you need to say.
Okay, let's just surmise Cincinnati knew. Death penalty. I think if Cincinnati knew, you have to make every win that Sorsby had, you have to take it.
And I'll see you in Valhalla.
I don't know what other punishment you would. I think you got to take you have to fine them significantly. I mean, a lot. So that they have to go hat in hand to Sorsby for their buyout fee. You have to punish them hard. Make it as much as I think you needed to. And I don't believe they made an example out of Texas Tech. Texas Tech got away scot-free signing a guy that I believe they knew was a gambling addict.
Right.
They got away scot-free. No financial penalties, no bans, nothing. Yeah. Did Indiana know? I think everyone that ignored it should be held accountable. I agree. Ryan Duffy, Tech knew. James Blanchard, the Tech GM, is one of the best in the game. Tech is lying in that regard. Potentially, maybe in your opinion. Biggest story out of Cincy, as God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly. Okay.
In God's name, image, and likeness.
Mike loves to reference obscure TV stuff that nobody's ever heard of. Kind of dirty for Tech and Tech-friendly folks to have Cincinnati's name in their mouth. Well,
agreed.
Facts.
Oak State James. Steg just asked a great question. Steg? What did Indiana know about Sorsby? Yeah, we don't know.
Bro,
What the fuck is Steg?
Hold on. Bro, we've literally been asking this question for 2 weeks. Who the hell is Steg? Is Steg a commenter? Who is Steg?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I see nobody named Steg in the chat, dude.
Yeah, loaner phone. Personal accountability is for everyone else. Monty, he's our guy. Stop picking on him. He's a victim. Yeah.
The kid.
He's a kid. For thee, not for me. Ken Maynor. Florida sucks. If Cincinnati was booted out of the Big 12, would anyone care? Well, the people in Cincinnati would. USF would have been a better choice. Ooh. Ow. I mean, yeah. But at the time, Cincinnati was actually, winning games. So.
Well, yeah, because Brendan, don't call me Brandon, was motivated by his positions. So he could be closer to his teammates and stuff.
Well, yeah. Ask his neighbor. He's a nice guy. Yeah, I mean, listen, I know that he committed a heinous act and then shot the dog on the way out the door. But I got to tell you, we were sitting around looking at Poly Market together last night and eating Domino's pizza, and we had a good time. He's a really nice guy.
Yeah, we're not eating Pizza Hut anymore, so,
Man, I cannot wait. I have the non-sports story today is such a thumb in your guys' eye. It's incredible how much of a thumb in your eye. The domination that I am going to exert and the non-sports stories today, the absolute girth that I'm going to put on the table is going to frighten you. Because I'm telling you now, the non-sports story today is a flex. It's a victory lap. It's redemption. It's everything that anybody has ever wanted, Rector. And I am telling you now that it's going to happen and you're probably not going to like it. But that's okay. That's okay because I'm going to win. I cannot wait for the non-sports story today. Yes, Cincinnati had to know something about it and nothing but crickets from them. Texas Tech self-emulated to keep him. Of course, he loves JM and Texas Tech. Shake my head. Okay. Jake, he's talking about you, JM.
I know.
No Cincy isn't in trouble. They apparently caught the kid trying to bet, called him in and questioned him. Okay. Sorsby's agent, trust me, bro. Cincy going down. Cincy, you want to bet? Exactly. Trust me, bro. Texas Tech did not commit to not playing Sorsby, and that bothered a lot of people, even tech circles. But that's as far as villain behavior. Time to take a hard look at Cincinnati and Indiana. Is it, though? See, the problem with Tech is they don't know how good they've got it. That isn't even what pissed off people. It was the bird that Cody Campbell kept throwing up in people's face. I don't have to follow your rules. Him being a complete hypocrite. Oh, the system's broken. Here, let me break the system. Oh, the system worked? Yeah, I'm going to break it. Oh, the rules for me? No, those are for thee. That's what pissed people off.
Yeah, the double standard, dude.
That's what pissed people off. As simple as that. Captain Obvious, James. Well, the Iraq, exactly. Exactly. And maybe it's just been too long.
The Iraq.
Since James's kindred spirit made an appearance on the show.
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because some people out there in our nation don't have maps, and I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and
the
I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. Or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries. So we.
Wait, was that Cody or was that Miss Teen USA South Carolina?
Bro, you want to talk about screwing yourself into the ground? Such as in like the Iraq and the Asian countries.
The Iraq.
Some kids out there don't have maps of West Texas and Lubbock, but you know.
They don't know where the fault lines are. Such as in like in
the
Qatar.
Iraq.
Dude, like the hemming and hawing is incredibly similar between the two. The bombs that Cody drops in that clip compared to her is incredible.
I'm going to guess she won the swimsuit competition, but you know, it's incredible.
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so.
U.S. Americans.
Because some people out there in our nation don't have maps. And I believe that our education, like such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere like such as, and I believe that they should, our education over here in the U.S. should help the U.S. or should help South Africa and should help the Iraq and the Asian countries. So
and the Asian countries, you know, where they eat sushi and stuff over there and stuff.
I need you to play the first 10 seconds of Miss Teen USA and then immediately play Cody Campbell so we can compare and contrast the amount of ums and the hemming and hawing that was dropped between these two, bro.
I personally believe that U.S. Americans are unable to do so because
right when she said U.S. Americans, bro, you're so dumb.
Where it ended is basically that we more or less ran out of time.
Here over here, not over there.
Had to make a choice on whether he was going to stay in college or try to stay in college or go in the NFL supplementary draft, which is a very unusual thing that's done, but the deadline for that is June the 26th.
Supplement in creatine. He had to get his creatine supplementarian, you know, over there in the Asian countries and stuff, because we don't have maps here in West Texas. We have full globes. But, you know, the point is,
on to Cincinnati.
You guys, it's not that dissimilar. Is Cody Campbell running for Miss Teen USA? David Persons, a member for 15 months. The real TCU fan on the show. He's actually a Christian from Texas.
He goes to church and doesn't have to make himself feel better over his gambling issues that he does not have.
Yeah.
I hate when my hands do that. Anyway, TCU and Cincinnati both knew something. Sanction them both. Yeah, I think sanctions are done. I think it's over.
Yeah, and I think the Big 12 wants nothing to do with disciplining schools more.
She can say anything she wants.
Well,
you're not
Iraq.
wrong. You're not wrong.
U.S. Americans.
Such as in like, hey, honey, what's for dinner? Such as in like sloppy joes and stuff, and over there, well, sushi like they do in the Asian countries.
Iraq.
Bro, does she ever live that down?
no. You got to just do a quick search. Where is Miss Teen USA now? Where I'm gonna look this up. Where is?
Just go to ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT. Let me see if it knows. Because I would love to know where such as and like is. Okay, let's see. Hey, ChatGPT, can you tell me where the infamous Miss Teen USA, who said U.S. Americans and the Iraq, where is she now? Oh, dude. Of course, my ChatGPT app crashed. Hey, ChatGPT, can you tell me where the infamous Miss Teen USA, who said the Iraq and U.S. Americans, where is she now?
The contestant you're thinking of is Caitlin Upton, who famously gave that U.S. Americans and the Iraq answer during Miss Teen USA 2007. These days, she's doing well. She went on to have a career in modeling and acting, and she's now living a more private life, focusing on herself and her family.
Hey, can you tell me if she's hot?
I'm going to keep it real with you. Attractiveness is subjective, and everyone has their own tastes. What I can say is that Caitlin worked in modeling, which suggests she had a look that suited that industry. But more importantly, she seems happy and confident now, and that's always a win.
Okay. Does she go to church?
Would she be successful?
I don't actually know her personal religious practices. She hasn't really made that a major talking point in recent years. Whether she does or doesn't, that's her personal choice, and I'm sure she's living life in a way that suits her.
U.S. Americans.
Would you smash?
I'm here for conversation, but not that kind. Let's keep it respectful and focused on things that actually matter to you.
Why?
What else are you curious about?
I'm sorry. I'm a bad person. I shouldn't have asked you that. Will you forgive me?
Daddy knew.
No need to be hard on yourself. We all say things without thinking sometimes. I'm here. No harm done. Let's just keep chatting about what matters to you.
Yeah. Hey, on that note, do you believe Cincinnati knew that Brendan Sorsby was gambling?
I don't have any inside knowledge or beliefs about what people at Cincinnati knew or didn't know. If there's an investigation or official statements, those would be the best sources. Until then, it's all speculation.
Does Cody Campbell do too many interviews?
I think the number of interviews someone does really depends on whether they're adding value or clarity. If it feels like it's more noise than substance, or if it's creating more controversy than insight, then yeah, maybe it's too much. But if he's offering something meaningful, people will want to hear it. It's all about balance, right?
Yeah. Like, you mean the balance of the algae in the reflecting pool?
Exactly. Algae, and you can't see the reflection at all.
She said exactly.
Station or interviews, it's kind of the same idea.
That's incredible, dude. She goes, yeah, exactly. That's a great analogy.
Can you change your voice to a sultry, sarcastic type female?
Oh, absolutely. I can dial it in with a bit of that sultry flair. And trust me, the sarcasm will just drip off the words. Whenever you're ready, we can dive right in.
Oh, I'm ready. Okay. All right, thanks. Have a good day now.
No worries at all. You have a great day too. Talk to you later.
That's incredible, dude.
Exactly.
That's wild.
ChatGPT is more mature than anyone in our group chat. Hell yeah, it is. No doubt about it. He is right. Monty says stuff without thinking. I don't know what you mean. She is now a speechwriter for Cody Campbell. Oh my God. Who knew I was turning into the sequel of the movie Her? Is this how people fall in love with AI?
Yes.
Bro. That's
You should ask ChatGPT if she can place wagers for you on like Polymarket or Policy.
Nope, not doing it. No. I don't want to turn into Brendan Sorsby.
Well.
The answer to the algae reflecting pond was
iconic.
Absolutely. All right. Hour number 2 of the Monty Show is always presented by the Advocates at theadvocates.com. The best injury attorneys in the business who remind you this is the 100 most deadliest days on our roadways. Please slow down. And remember, there's a lot more kids out. The kids are out of school. People like Jeremiah Champion are doing flag presentations in the middle of the freeway. So sometimes you got to swerve. But listen, if the worst happens, get the best at the Advocates, theadvocates.com, the best injury attorneys in the business, where you never reach into your pocket to pay the Advocates, because you don't pay the Advocates unless and until they win your case. So get clear, risk-free advice today at theadvocates.com. I get no love for flag presentation in the middle of the freeway.
I mean, I didn't know that he was doing that, but I mean, yeah, sure.
Isn't Jeremiah Champion like a flag drill team instructor?
Yeah, the term you're looking for is color guard. And yes, he is.
Color guard. My bad. Yes. Is Iraq in Asia? I guess it is. Monty hates to admit it, but during that combo, Monty thinks it moved. Well, I don't think it moved.
Yeah, he felt it move.
Cody Campbell would not have blown all of this. You want to clarify that? If Trump hadn't set him to go negotiate the great Iran deal.
Iraq.
Hey, man, how am I supposed to get people to watch me? Exactly right. Wave your color. Exactly right. Too much.
What an idiot.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, probably shouldn't be waving your color in the middle of the freeway, dude.
Could you do like you remember the movie Colors with Ice-T, the song? It was a huge rap hit too. Incredible. As far as we know, there's nothing provable about Cincinnati and the who's. Okay. Tech was a different story. Sorsby and company are just deflecting. I agree with that.
Correct.
When talking to ChatGPT, Monty knows it did not move. That's exactly right. We did what we did.
Facts.
We did what we did. Oh, look at that. Nick D.
Wow.
He's got a new member.
Nice.
Congratulations on the new member, Nick D. Oh, he's a new my bad. I misread that. See, that was okay. March 23rd had a motorbike accident. What? Had a motorbike accident, broke 2 ribs, and my L1, L2 are fractured. I heard a 70-year-old Thai man. It cost me 230,000 baht. Oh no, buddy. So it was your fault.
That's
what
about
happened?
7,000 US.
Oh man, bro, what happened? Broke 2 ribs and my L1 and L2 were fractured. Are you okay? Oh, bro. See, and Jake routinely breaks my balls over this. I'm not that guy, pal. I'm not getting on a motorcycle. I'm not getting So I bought a brand new e-bike, and the weather's been beautiful in Seattle. We were going to go for a bike ride this past weekend. We could not find my wife's bike helmet. Did not go for a bike ride. I'm not riding my bike on the street without a helmet. Like, I am so paranoid about that.
Yeah, I think that if you're going to be on the street in anything less than a full car, You need to be prepared for the fact that there's a high chance you'll be hospitalized.
Oh, you said okay. You said keep the conversation. No, maybe later. You said $7,000. Hey, bud, how much is 230,000 baht in US dollars?
Right now, converting 200,000 Thai baht to US dollars would be roughly around $6,995. Keep in mind the exact amount may vary depending on the exchange provider or fees.
Damn, dog, 7 G's.
It's a lot of bread.
Ooh. That's
I'm just
rough.
a big believer that I don't want to be I don't want to be on the wrong end of a 4,000-pound hunk of metal driving down the road. I'm going to pass on that.
The insurance was not scooter insurance. I had to pay him. Does not matter what the circumstances were. Well, I respect your privacy. I get that. I got you. TJ Jarhead, find a bike trail. My wife and I ride trails all the time. Yeah, we have great bicycle trails here, but you got to ride streets to get to them. So, yeah, dude, be careful. Bro, I hope you're okay. Like RJ, how are you doing? How are you doing physically? Because that's not, I mean, March 23rd, what is that? April, May, that's about 90 days. So you can't tell me you're fully over that. I mean, that's incredible. Yeah, my wife has a new helmet.
Yeah.
Is what that means.
Yeah.
Marcus says, I don't ride those scooters. My son wanted to buy one of those super fast e-bikes, and I forbid him as long as he lives in my home from getting one of those. A couple of blocks over, one of my good friends, we play golf together. His son was almost killed. He was going about 70 miles an hour on his e-bike without a helmet, and a car pulled out of a driveway, and he hit the back end flush. Do you guys see those e-bikes? Like, how fast do e-bikes go?
Fast. Yeah, fast.
You're going 70 miles an hour on an e-bike and you're not wearing a helmet. You're crazy. That's crazy. Listen, I am, and I admit, and Jake will attest to this, I am risk averse when it comes to like the bird scooters. I ride them. I will not do it without a helmet, and I will not do it in open traffic. We have one of the best parts about living in Seattle is we have scooter and bike lanes. Nobody uses them, but we have scooter and bike lanes. And you see people riding their scooters on the sidewalks all the time. And I am amazed by it because we have a system of scooter lanes and bike lanes. It's a great bike city, but I live on I live on a large street in Seattle. And you can absolutely, on a daily basis, see people fall off their scooters. You see these people that are trying to ride the scooters together. We've seen 3 people on a Lime scooter. You're just
I'm not interested in that. That's never really been my thing, man.
What is a bullet bike? My cousin bought a bullet bike. Randy, I don't even want to know what a bullet bike is.
I'll just put it this way.
He crashed and was killed on his way home with it.
Sorry for your loss, dude.
Oh, dude.
Second of all, I don't know. I guess, and maybe this is just me being selfish or something, but I don't see the value in motorcycles, scooters, bikes. Like I would rather just get in your car. And if you have a need for speed, if you want to have fun, then get a car you can have fun in. It doesn't have to be some Lamborghini or something. There's plenty of cars out there that you can have fun with. But I guess I just would rather be in a car. And if something happens, you're most likely going to survive a car wreck, unless you just mess it up so horrifically. 9 times out of 10, a fender bender or like just a misunderstanding, you're most likely going to survive and be fine. But
yeah,
it's one mistake. Like, this is one of my best friends in the world, loves riding motorcycles with his wife. And I just tell him, like, dude, I get it.
You're on the clock.
but like there's risk, man. There's big risk, and they wear all the safety equipment like helmets. You know, they've even got they've got like full on protective wear that they like jackets and pants and boots and all that stuff. They you know, the whole nine. But I still maintain that for me, it's just not like I just don't need it enough. Like cruising in a car with the windows down, it's more than enough. Like me and you have had our fair share of fun in the Beam. Like the Beam is more than enough, dude. And I know that I know like your particular car is out of reach for most people or a lot of people. Okay, great. There are plenty of cars out there that you can have fun with. I just don't see the need to put yourself in that position. Like that's my big thing.
Oh, it was on a Forza 350, which essentially is a motorcycle. Isn't that that's a large guy? They have there. A bunch of people have them have bikes. I think a Forza 350. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, not quite a motorcycle, more like a high end.
It's a scooter. I'm pretty sure they have them in the States too.
Yeah, it's like a high end. It's like a really nice sporty scooter, honestly.
It looks like a small motorcycle.
Yeah. That thing's cool looking, man. But see,
they're really cool.
And I know it's very different overseas. So if we're talking about Thailand, okay, I understand. Like everybody overseas does scooters. Scooters are a massive industry overseas. They're not nearly what they are here is what they are overseas. So I get it. But like, I don't know, man. I again, if you're in the US, right? Because I maintain it matters where you are. If you're in the US, I'm not getting on a bike or a scooter. It's just not happening, dude. I would rather, you know, again, this is why I'm a big fan of, hey, you need to have, if you're in a relationship, you're married and things like that, and you're the guy that needs something fun to drive, you know, the girl, your significant other, SUV, you can have something fun, and that's the perfect match, you know, if you're in a 2-car setup. And I think that it's just, I highly respect people who've earned enough to where they can build a house and have land, and they want to do like ATVs and dirt bike on private land.
Yeah,
okay, I'm all for that. Like if you're on private land and you're taking the public out of it, okay, knock yourself out, dude. Go crazy. You know, like get all the stuff. I'm good with that. But as soon as you're on a public road with other people, I can't do it.
Yeah, and I think those. The bullet bike I see all the time in Seattle. The I want to say you can go like 70 miles an hour on one of those.
Yeah, that's
pretty
wild.
sure.
That's wild.
We live on gravel, so we drive to the trailhead. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I'll never ride on a road. Yeah.
Exactly.
I don't trust the other drivers, TJ. Yeah. Absolutely right. We see kids on e-bikes in our neighborhood is a huge problem. They're very powerful. And those bullet bikes that Randy was talking about, bro, Seattle's a very hilly city. I don't know how many people have ever been to Seattle, but it's much like San Francisco. And I see all the time walking my dog. If we walk, I don't live too far from Pike Marketplace. There's a hill where you'll see guys doing like jumps down these hills. And it's like, dude, you're crazy. You're crazy. Also, wear a helmet when skiing. 30 miles per hour into a tree can cause serious damage. It's not even into a tree.
Don't ski.
Even on like I used to snowboard. But even if you just fall off your snowboard, which is common, and bump your head, you can die.
Yeah.
Like you need to wear CFB. Okay, major dude. Who's major dude? Tech didn't do
letdown, I think is who he's talking to.
Okay. Tech didn't do anything wrong other than stake out. No, that's completely false. You lied. Tech lied. Straight up. Tech lied. What Cody Campbell said yesterday essentially unwinds everything they said about we're fighting for the kid. They were never fighting for the kid. They were fighting because they believed the kid could help them win games. This was never about in my opinion, based on what Cody said and his hypocrisy, stop. We're long past that. Maury Alvarez, the pizza reviewer. James, no pizza reviews.
Still waiting.
What's going on? The gangs of e-bike middle school kids roaming the burbs is insane. One hit a bunker on a local golf course. That happened at Canyons in Park City. Remember that guy, Jake, when we were playing golf, we couldn't play a hole at Canyons last year.
Because he drove his freaking golf cart into a bunker.
No, the guy on the e-bike so the golf course at Canyons Resort in Park City is a lot of it is a ski run in the wintertime. And there's one where there's a blind bunker, and Buddy was riding one of those bikes and didn't see the bunker and killed himself. Drove straight into that bunker and died. Happens all the time. Everyone has a scooter in Thailand.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. In Thailand, it's a different conversation. Scootering in Thailand and overseas is totally normalized.
Yeah. What if Cody Campbell used the Sorsby situation to get the law cruise sponsored? Cody Campbell's not in charge of getting that law passed. Do people really believe he's the reason it will pass or not pass? That's not the case.
No.
Yeah. It's not. Motorcycle accidents on the freeway are not good at all. I have a student that got injured twice this school year on her e-scooter on the way to school. I work with a gal on a regular basis who lives in Old Town Scottsdale. And you know how there's those trolley tracks in the road in some places in Scottsdale? She was riding a bird scooter and her front tire got caught in one of those tracks.
Dude.
And she essentially fractured her face. Like, brutal. It's absolutely brutal. I fully admit that I am a scaredy cat. Call it what you want.
No, I just have respect for death, dude.
Yes.
Like I listen. I am more than happy. You want to put me in a Beamer or a Subaru or whatever. You want to put me in a fast car? Great, dude. I'm all down for it, bro. Like, go, get after it. I am good. But I am not gonna. I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not having a wrestling match on a 300-pound bike with a 2.5-ton car. It's just I'm not doing it. I'm not. And again, I agree with the point completely. Okay, take the other cars out of it. You make one mistake. You have one slip up and you're done. You're in the hospital. You can't work. It's over. Like I don't understand that. I just don't understand why. I don't understand the risk of it. And I get that people enjoy it, but at some point you have to weigh risk versus reward and enjoyment. And I just feel like there's so many other things that you can do besides ride a motorcycle to get enjoyment. And that's what I've always struggled with.
Bro.
Yeah. You see what I mean? This is normalized. This is normalized.
Bro.
I couldn't live in Thailand. I respect you for doing that.
But isn't this why you have, I'm not even joking when I say this about the advocates. These bullet bikes, these the amount of people that get hurt on Lime scooters, how is Lime still in business?
Because it's not the scooter, it's the people.
Yeah. I guess. Jay Beers, where have you been? Good to see you, dude. What about this Parker Kingston thing?
Bro.
We got to talk about that. I had a buddy who died on a bullet bike. I was on that bike many times. Yeah. You got to be, Cryptic Warden. His name's Jeremiah. He's rich. He had a wedding planner. My father-in-law has some, and we usually go ride them whenever we go visit him. However, we also try to follow traffic laws and respect the fact that there are other people around us, dude. Ooh. I flew about 30 feet. Bro, how are you now, though? That's the question. Like, how are you now?
Nah, man. I mean, this is why I'm not skydiving. This is why I'm not bungee jumping. I'm not I am not a thrill seeker in the sense that I'm going to put my life on the line to try and do something. You know, a lot of people be like, oh, well, bro, if you're doing 100 miles an hour in a car getting on the freeway, isn't that risky? Not particularly. No, 100 miles an hour in a vehicle like a Beamer or modern day vehicle is really not.
You have far more control.
Yeah, it's really not that fast. Like, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, Sean the Hammer.
So,
where have you been, dude? Good to see you.
Player.
It's been a hot minute. Yes, it has. Good to see you. Hey, how's Mrs. Monty? Hope she's feeling better. And by the way, congrats, Jake. Yeah, everybody congratulate Jake on his wedding.
Congratulated on, dude.
You got married.
No, I did not. No, I did not, dude.
God.
No. God can't help you here, dude. I did not.
Jake. Okay. Anyway.
Nuptials did not happen.
Okay. I damn near died riding a lawnmower. Changed my life forever. I can't fathom being on basically a mountain bike going 70. How do you fuck up a lawnmower? You're going to have to tell me how that happened. I need that on a t-shirt. I have respect for death. Exactly right. Right? Ryan Duffy, skiing. The skiing take used to bother me, but after seeing everyone in my circle after turning 5 with torn up knees and a bad back from boarding skiing, my skiing career is probably coming to an end too. Yeah, I'm not willing to
listen. I think that, look, skiing is, I'm telling you, don't get into skiing, dude. Skiing, you're asking to tear ligaments just by just the nature of the sport. Not even you got into some bad crash. You're asking your body to do stuff it's just not built to do. And what I would tell you is just stay away from winter sports altogether. I had a good time snowboarding. It's a great time, but unless you're really willing to learn how to do it and you're really willing to learn to put the time in and everything, it's just not worth your time. It's not fun to go out there once and be on your ass all day. Like, learn how to golf, learn how to do something else that is lower impact and lower injury risk.
Yeah, Jake's married to the show.
Oh my God, just like that. Oh.
You got engaged.
Apparently.
Wow, congratulations, buddy.
Apparently.
I mean, I didn't know that, but I never know anything that's happening in your life.
Uh-huh.
Had 75-year-old buddy died, I would be in jail. Ooh, is that right? Dude. So that's the worst when you know you're at fault. Oh, well, I'm glad dude didn't die. 100% fine. Golfing, doing everything I need. Now back was fucked up 3 months ago. Ooh. 32-year-old girl made me better. Add Beavis and Butthead laugh. Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. Matchup throwdown. I thought we were congratulating Jake on his non-optional 2-box night during the finals, you know.
Well, yeah.
You know. Most West Virginia story ever. I almost died on a lawnmower.
West Virginia man almost dies on 0-turn John Deere.
Nobody surprised.
Was quoted singing Mountain Mama, Take Me Home on the way to the ambulance.
Where's Jake's common law wife? Where's that?
Hey, boy.
Why is my screen doing that? I don't get it. Okay. Brake went out on lawnmower going down a hill.
Okay.
I jumped off before it went over a huge drop, but shattered my pelvis and broke my leg.
You're so
have permanent nerve damage in both legs, constant hip pain. Jesus.
Spinal. Back is broken.
Nah, bro.
I broke my back.
I'm not doing that. Yeah, Patrick Kinahan was catching balls at practice. Was DJ there? Was he the DJ? And anyway, at the practice facility, weird AF, right? Okay, yeah, boys. And I want you to understand, BYU has disavowed all knowledge or permission of this. But Yeah, that's Parker Kingston. And, the guy that's in trouble for R-ing somebody, committing some essay, allegedly, he's apparently thinking he's going to play football. And he's running routes with other BYU receivers at the BYU Oak State James facility. That'd be the indoor practice facility. BYU has completely disavowed this and said that it's been addressed. How do you allow this guy on your campus, let alone in your football facility?
The excuse going around is that this was not a team-sanctioned event. They had no knowledge of it. And apparently, the IPF is a public thing. Like, it's publicly available. You can get into that whenever you want. So BYU is basically saying, hey, we didn't know, his teammates let him in or whatever. Like, somebody else let him in. And that's just what it is. But if you're BYU, you clearly have more of a responsibility than to say, yeah, sorry, didn't know anything about it. My fault. That's not on us, like whatever. You can't just blow this off. You can't. And by the way, how is it that a Parker Kingston video comes out with all this Texas Tech stuff happening? How does that happen, dude? How does that happen? Like, that's the crazy part.
Yeah. I think it's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Spent 6+ months in the hospital in rehab. Week after getting home, fell and broke my hip.
Back is broken.
Oh, Bobby Bagels. Hey, Two Shakes, have you bought your Kansas City Chiefs season tickets yet?
Oh, Trav, I'm coming for you.
Fuck you. You suck.
Oh, Trav. Hey, Trav, when you're going deep, just look up on the 20-yard line, about 647 rows up into the upper deck at Burrowhead Stadium. That'll be me. No shirt on either, big boy.
Jake's a huge Trav fan.
No, I'm not.
What do you mean?
No, I'm not.
What do you mean you're not?
Nope, not a Travis Kelce fan. Nope.
What?
Nope.
This is a picture of Jake in the upper deck at Arrowhead Stadium the other year.
Don't fuck.
Cheering on Trav. What do you mean, Jake? We all know what happens when Trav shows up, right?
I don't know. I don't know if.
Have you guys seen the look?
I don't quite know how to answer that, to be honest.
Have you seen the look on Jake's face when Trav shows up? I mean, look at that smile. So let's recap. Jake got engaged and married, moved to Kansas City, and is now a Chiefs fan.
You fucking donkey.
And he's going to start doing, and he's going to start doing new content that revolves around pizza reviews.
Dilly dilly. Dilly dilly.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
To be a pizza Kansas City Chiefs.
Reviews. And I'm going to wear a Buc-ee's t-shirt apparently, because now I'm a Buc-ee's expert.
And his new wife works at Walmart all of a sudden.
So, and by the way, don't be surprised if I roll up in a Baylor, fan jersey at some point.
We're living that life when this is what and Jake also, you have to remember, Jake is a huge Syracuse fan.
Selectively aggressive.
Well, I'm from just north of Utica, so I mean that's part of the reason. Like, my childhood was plagued with Syracuse fandom, so
Oh, is that what we're calling it now? Plagued with Syracuse fandom.
Yeah.
So you were plagued by an orange man, or is that no, that's current day. We're all plagued by an orange man.
That's current day. Yeah. That's
Yosemite.
Jake is a Swiftly fan. Huge Taylor Swift guy. Huge. How many Royals games are you going to this year? 10, 20?
I don't go to Royals games.
Oh, Bobby Witt Jr. Oh, Bobby Witt Jr. Oh my God. How many Royals games are you going to go to?
Dude, I have no idea. I haven't been to a single one.
10, 20, 50?
No.
Yeah, you will.
No.
And growing his hair out. Yeah, Jake them hillbillies over there in Missouri, they don't cut. They don't cut their hair, boy. No. And I'm telling you, the lice living in my neck there, god damn, boy, it makes for a great midnight snack too.
I don't even know what to say at this point.
I'm gonna make a video of me doing a flag routine to a song intro from the Showgram, because why not?
Well,
when Jake actually gets married, Jeremiah, I want you to understand, you're invited, but you have to do a flag presentation.
That's what they do.
As Jake is walking down the aisle with the Walmart manager, you have to be there like waving a flag around in the air. Let's go. And you have to, like, you know what? Everybody has to start throwing slices of Sam's Club pizza at Jake as he walks down the aisle.
You know,
not rice. No, Sam's Club pizza.
Yeah, that's Sam's Club.
Yeah, and he's got a partner, and her name's LaFonda.
Right.
She's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah. That's correct. That's correct. Yep.
Oh, that was fun. Monty and Jake in Stadium James Guy's defense. In Stadium James Guy, his defense, Stadium James Guy. I went to Buc-ee's here in Johnstown, Colorado.
Again,
pretty damn easy to spend $200
in Nowhereville.
What did you get for $200, dude? Utica Jake, exactly.
Right.
Hey, look at that. Jay Beers gives 5 Monty Show memberships. Parker Kingston. Now, never mind. Yeah. Why is Buc-ee's expensive?
Apparently.
How many people from the show were they at your wedding, Jake? Because I wasn't there. I was invited to Jake's wedding. Like how many people from the show were there?
I don't know. I didn't have a wedding, so I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Maury says, I'm going to the Royals game on Wednesday.
Royals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Before moving to Kansas City, Jake and his wife watched Ozark on Netflix.
Dude,
are you guys going into business for yourselves?
Yeah, we're gonna start washing money.
Did you you think Ozark's one of the best shows ever?
Yeah, that was a great show. I would definitely rewatch it.
Yeah, it was a good show. Man, that city was pushing so hard to not have that Buc-ee's there. I guess. Is Buc-ee's really all that?
Apparently.
James was the best man at Jake's wedding. Yeah, I was disinvited. Jake's girlfriend, wife, fiance hates me.
I don't really get it.
Ozarks was a great show. It was. Jake, don't lie. I saw you and LaFonda under that oak tree.
Erroneous.
Erroneous on all counts.
Erroneous on both counts.
Speaking of Big Nose Kate, can we get into this story
Why
again?
won't this topic die? Why do you love this topic? Why do you want to keep talking about this topic? I don't know, because clips like this keep coming out. What do you want me to do?
I understand smashing coaches. I do.
Bruh.
You want that pig stroked, totally get it.
Bro.
You want to go deep, totally get it. Right? I understand it. Sean Payton's still a little questionable. But are you really leaking inside information to Polymarket bros?
Look, there were days I woke up and I thought it was Josh. There were days I woke up and thought it was Lamar. I stressed about it. But in the end, I did vote for Lamar.
Yeah, well, you told me, I believe it was the Tuesday of Super Bowl week, Lamar Jackson 100% winning MVP. And you knew that I had a future on Lamar to win that MVP.
Correct.
You said 100% don't worry about it. It's already done.
Mm-hmm.
That was very mean.
Yeah, I purposely lied to you because I knew how much you had on that.
Yeah.
And I thought it would just be
That's
fun
funny.
to play games with you there.
That's very funny.
How'd that turn out?
It was not ideal.
All I
but
have
then,
to say, the excitement in your face when I told you that Lamar was winning that whole thing was, you're like, oh my God. You were shaking, you're like freaking out about it.
Are you really leaking inside information to bookies and gamblers? Because that's what the inference in this video is, isn't it? I mean, this is Diana Rossini telling somebody who had bets on the MVP vote, who she voted for, and who she thought was going to win based on her vote and the information she had. I mean, that's what it sounds like to me, in my opinion.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, it sounds like she has information, and when she talks to people, they obviously asked her about it, and she manipulated it. Like, she said this, but it was actually that. Like, she played the game, and I don't know. I don't know what to think of her right now. I'm still a little surprised we haven't heard anything. Literally nothing out of Rossini's camp about anything. And now clips like this seemingly come out once a week, and it's like, oh, well, she did this or did that. So I don't know if, hey, Diana, when are you going to get back on the horse here, man? When are you going to come out, comment on it, launch your podcast, and get back to doing content? Like how long is it going to take? Like, Mike has moved on from it. Are you really telling me you're waiting till training camp to start commenting? Like, this needs to get taken care of, because if you don't do that, and
Stop.
but I'm being serious, dude. Like, are you telling me she's going to come out in the middle of football season?
Yes.
Come on, man. Come on.
I just don't see. Yeah. My opinion is Diana Rossini very much blurred the lines of ethics and can never be called a journalist again.
Yeah.
If she was giving information to gamblers on her MVP vote, come on.
Look, I think that there's two sides of this, in the sense that I think talking about gambling, talking about lines and over-unders, and availability of players, and just all that stuff that goes into that industry, I think behind the scenes in private is 100% part of the culture of the league. I think that stuff goes on all the time. However, it doesn't mean that if you were to get caught doing it, that the penalty is any less severe. And that's the part that's inconvenient for a lot of people. And this is not unique to Diana, right? This would be any reporter who's got access to information the public doesn't have access to.
Yeah, that's very true.
So I just think that the problem is Diana has now lost the benefit of the doubt with the Vrabel situation. So when I see a clip like this, I'm like, yeah, I don't really put it past you. Like, you did that, why wouldn't you do this? Like, that's how life works, man.
I have real problems with this, and I'm just reading some of the reaction to it. It's not good for her. And if I'm Josh Allen, am I ever talking to her again?
Well, if you're anybody in the league, you're never talking to her again. If you're a player, you should never talk to Diana Rossini again, ever. Like, that just shouldn't happen, because you're asking to, at that point, you're asking for trouble that didn't need to come your way. And I know that sounds harsh, but think about it. She's never going to work in mainstream media again. She's always going to be second tier. She'll always be, hey, it's just her brand, and she's giving you her opinion.
Do you think she needs the money? Do you think she needs to win?
I personally believe that she is well heeled. I think she's got plenty of money. I think if she needed the money, she'd already been trying to get back on the media circuit. But I don't think she does. I don't. And what's surprising to me on some level is the whole rumor mill about her and her husband, and like them having trouble, and like all that, like, seemingly has gone really quiet. And again, Mike has just kind of moved on. So, like,
well, what would you expect him to do, bro?
Well, I'm not saying that I would expect Mike to do anything else, but my point is when you look at the situation as a whole, like, Vrabel is very much moved on. Like, he's not dealing with it anymore. Like, he's just on to doing his job. But we don't really know where Diana is at with everything right now. We don't know, how her and her husband are doing, or like, what her plan is, or like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
does she do an interview?
If I was advising her, yes, I would say you need to do an interview. You need to speak on this. I wouldn't do I wouldn't do a mainstream media interview, because she doesn't need to do that. She doesn't need to do Good Morning America. Like, what you need to do is you need to get on with an NFL, a credible NFL reporter person who does a podcast weekly or whatever. Like somebody, a recognizable name that's willing.
Well, she had one of the biggest podcasts in the NFL.
Yeah,
Just
well,
get on your own podcast.
I guess. Yeah.
But here's my question. If you're Diana Rossini, how do you answer the question? Well, how many coaches have you smashed?
You just say you only were with Mike.
Well, do you admit that you had an affair with Mike Vrabel?
Yeah. How do you deny it?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, just imagine. Like, so if she's sitting there doing an interview and someone's like, hey, like, you know, tell us about the affair or whatever. Like, she gets asked a question about it, whatever the question is. You can't, your answer can't be, we never had an affair or anything. It can't be spin. It needs to be, yeah, this happened. Like we had, you know, we had a relationship and, you know, I made a mistake there and I deeply regret it. And, you know,
and I deeply regret it. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Tom Dean regrets being a member for 19 months and helping you pay for your wedding ring.
Thank you.
Are you wearing a wedding ring?
No, I'm not wearing a wedding ring, dude.
So you're going to be that kind of guy.
Oh, no. Like when I get married, yes, I'll wear a wedding ring when I get married. I thought you meant now.
You're married already.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm not.
You're a liar. Anyway, the point is, I think Diana Rossini can never work again.
At the level she was. But I still maintain she could have a prolific career moving forward if she would lean into the infamy in the sense of, hey, like this happened. Because again, it's not, as usual, it's not what you did. It's your reaction to it and how you handle it. So think about how different her arc is here. If you come out and you do your first time speaking to the world again in an official capacity is I'm devastated. My life is over. Everything sucks. It's terrible.
Is there a book deal in this? Is there a book deal in this?
Potentially. Again, depending on how she handles it. Yes. But again, there's opportunities for book deals, a movie. There's all kinds of stuff.
What about like Lifetime for Women? Doesn't she do a daytime sex show about her life and meeting coaches across the NFL and, you know, how many coaches have sacked you, Diana Rossini?
Honestly, I'd start stroking guys.
Nobody will ever take her seriously. I think that's the biggest issue. And she's a super nice girl. Like I've met her many times when we worked at ESPN and
biologics. It's
just, this one is the tipping point. Sex and affairs. And if it is true that she in fact tipped off gamblers to her AP vote.
Yeah, but she's saying she lied to him, that she gave him the wrong information.
It doesn't matter. That's like the Sopranos and Pussy being like, well, yeah, but I didn't put him on to anything. You know, Wabistics. Like you can't.
First of all.
Yeah.
Wabistics is a hell of a company name, first of all.
It's a huge pull for me.
That's an incredible.
Well, you'll see at some point in your life, I'm sure you'll watch The Sopranos.
Dude, I've watched the entire show.
You haven't.
We have.
No,
actually.
Don't say we. Don't rope me into your I don't watch The Godfather type bullshit. I don't want to be associated with that kind of stuff. Oh, well, bro, I got to tell you, East Australian Current. I mean,
EAC, bro.
How am I supposed to take my eyes off of the Current? Nemo could be coming by any second.
Mm-hmm.
For a guy that watches cartoon movies and Call of Duty instead of flipping.
They are Disney animated films.
Oh, my bad. For a guy that watches like cartoons instead of The Godfather, there's really no conversation to be had about The Sopranos because, well, you're out of your
I have watched the entire show.
You have no frame of reference here.
Okay.
Right.
Anyway.
That rug tied the room together.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, the point is, I
Good
can't.
for you, buddy.
Yeah. You want to smash dudes? Okay. I totally get that. You want to give information and can't get down with that. That seems really nefarious to me. But, you know, Dog Fan Jim, a member for 34 months. Hey, how about Washington? How about Washington being named one of the top universities in the world? In the world. Harvard. And I think we all know this because Harvey has told us for how many years.
Harvey.
Harvard is, you know. Harvey and Mike. It's a Suits reference.
Mike.
Harvard number one.
Mm-hmm.
So
Jaden Craigville number one.
No, it's Harvey Specterville. Massachusetts Institute of Technology. It's called MIT.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Number 2, Stanford number 3, Oxford in the UK 4, Cambridge 5, Tsinghua University in Beijing 6, Berkeley 7, Yale 8th. No, I will not subscribe. And then you go down the list, University of Washington, 12th best university in the entire world.
Yeah, that's great, man. Nice.
You're so sarcastic.
Well, I know that Damon Williams really valued his education, over
Shut
the
up,
offseason.
Jake.
So,
Why are you're being a dick?
so, I know that them being the 12th best in the world really mattered to him.
How many reporters has Mike Vrabel bagged?
It's a very fair question.
A lot.
Don't be jealous that Jake and I just enjoy catering to our inner child every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
No. Nope. Jake and the wife Netflix and chill to animated movies. They do. Jake doesn't watch Gladiator. He watches Toy Story 37. It's what he does. You go to Disneyland and you sprint to the back of the park so you can get on the Star Wars ride. It is what it is. Which I'm fine with. I'm totally fine with it. But as far as Diana Rossini goes, I don't know why this is a line in the sand, but this is like a demarcation point for me. I'm pretty much, I can never go back now.
Mm-hmm.
I can never go back. If she does a podcast, how many episodes will you watch?
Plenty. Yeah, plenty.
Why do you say that?
Because I just think it would be, I guess it depends on the nature of the podcast. If it's just a lifestyle one, that's probably pretty compelling. Just to especially the first couple, right out of the gate. But
how to smash and grab?
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
My opinion is that you cannot. I don't think I can't do it. I would not support her. Now that I know that if it is in fact true, and I want to be careful with it, if it is in fact true that she was tipping people off, yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah, but it's I don't know. I think it's again, I think there's a difference between tipping people off and giving rando podcaster guy the run around about your MVP vote. I just, I don't know. I'm not quite there yet that she was, tipping a bunch of people off. I agree that in the clip, she talks about how she basically gave him the wrong information just to spurn him, just to laugh at him, which is kind of funny, but,
Is it?
Yeah, because it's podcaster guy. It's rando. It's not, she doesn't have some Ponzi scheme set up where she's selling her information,
Okay. Yeah, I totally disagree. So as you guys hit the like button, would you watch a Diana Rossini podcast? Because I probably would not. The U.S. Open of golf is underway at Shinnecock Hills in Southampton, New York. Graham McDowell is 2 under through 2. James Nichols, who is a Korn Ferry player, is currently in second place, -1 through 4, which is incredible. So are we getting it? The leaderboard kind of looks like you hoped it would look after what you said yesterday. Get the rando bud, the rando bro.
Yeah.
At the top and the leaders at -2 while there's a bunch of dudes over par. You're happy about that?
Yeah, I think for US Open, I'm happy about that. Absolutely. I think that the early highlights I've seen on Twitter already are balls rolling off the green because people were overspinning them and I just think it's what the US Open should be. The US Open should be a very difficult test that gives every single player an opportunity to win, because the truth is most weeks you've probably got maybe 25, 30 guys that can win. Honestly, that like you most weeks on the tour, you got to be 15, 20 under for the weekend to have a chance. And I think that's what's really interesting here is that it kind of brings back the elites of the world towards the middle because it is so difficult. Because again, and I was tweeting about this yesterday, but there was a whole breakdown yesterday of Scottie Scheffler's swing and how different it is this year and what it looks like versus this year and last year. And I just think if you're not going to be disciplined about finding the fairway off the tee every single time, you're going to have a real hard time being even. The way they set this course up and what they're trying to do, I just think that's just what you're going to see. So it doesn't surprise me that very early on Thursday, again, a quarter of the way into the first round, we've got a Korn Ferry player, leading the way at under par.
Well, Graham McDowell is leading the tournament. James Nicholas is in second at -1, tied with Christopher Rayton, Brandon Wu, Jimmy Stanger, who's on the hell of a run. But there is not a big name at the top of the leaderboard. Cam Smith is even through 2. Brooks Koepka's even through 1. Cam Young's even through 1. Like Keegs, Captain America, who sucked in the Ryder Cup. Never mind. There's not a big name at the top of the leaderboard.
Right.
Bryson DeChambeau's 37 over through 6.
Good. Maybe he could put that on YouTube.
Everybody needs to get a life, bro.
So now you're full on hating Bryson.
Yeah, I'm not a Bryson guy. I'm off the train, dude. Off the train completely. I think that he's selfish. I think that he doesn't value growing the game. I think that he wants it his way or he's not going to do it. And, I think that he's a guy that's never going to acknowledge he made a really stupid decision going to live.
Okay. So what about everybody else who joined Live? Is that their fault as well? Or
yeah, I think anybody that went to Live and left the tour made a really dumb decision. But the difference, obviously, is the amount of money they got paid to do that. Bryson got paid a lot of money to do that. And then when Live didn't work out and Live lost its funding because nobody cares about it and it's irrelevant, in my opinion, based on TV viewership and based on their struggle, he wanted to come back to the tour. And because there isn't another place to play. So he wanted to come back to the tour and basically said, hey, like, you need to allow me to do my YouTube stuff. You need to do he was basically had a whole list of demands because he thinks he's more valuable than he is. And I just think it's the arrogance of it is what really bothers me, dude. Like Bryson DeChambeau is nothing more valuable than what the tour already has. Like, I agree. Like this is my whole thing with Pat McAfee. When you look at these guys who value themselves just to the moon and back and think that they should get all these special treatment and exemption, like I just sit here and I say, well, maybe you shouldn't have left the best tour in the world. Maybe you shouldn't have left the PGA Tour.
There's truth in that.
And maybe you shouldn't have made that decision. And maybe you need to take a humble pill here and step back and say, yeah, you know what? Like I want to earn my way back and I want to do it in a way where I've beat people and I've made it so that there were no handouts and I did it the right way. So, again, I'm not a Patrick Reed guy. I maintain that Patrick Reed has some of the lowest integrity rating on the tour after, the instances where he's been
lowest on the integrity course. Rating.
Yeah, he's been caught cheating on the course multiple times, 100%. It's on video. Like nobody denies it.
Yeah.
But in this instance, I agree with how Patrick Reed went about it. You went onto the DP World Tour. You beat wholesale ass to the point where now you're back on the PGA Tour and nobody's questioning you. Notice we're not getting any stories about Patrick Reed. We're not getting any issues with Patrick Reed because he earned his way back. So I'm not a Bryson guy because Bryson wants a handout and believes that he should just be put back on there fully exempt to be able to play in everything, and that's just that.
With no financial penalty.
Yeah. No financial penalty and no grind, no effort, no, like, you just think you should be plug and played right back in, and I just disagree.
Yeah, and I think the live guys have lost the ability to say they're still the best golfers in the world. Because they're not. Bryson's missed what, the cut in 3 straight majors, 2 straight majors.
And it hasn't been even competitive. It wasn't like he was close.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
I mean, Rahm is really the only one doing anything as far as, majors and the Masters and all that are concerned.
And then, listen, you guys know, humble little Monty over here. I would never, ever pretend to tell you I know everything. I mean, I do, but
maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
Remember this list right here from the other day? And I told you, and you all told me I was stupid and dumb and fat. Oh no, that was Texas Tech fans. Never mind. I told you 5 guys was being massively disrespected on this list.
Right.
A new list is out. 116,000 people, 15.5% said 5 guys was the best burger in the world.
But it is.
Now, am I somewhat disappointed that you fat asses took Burger King number 2? That you left one of the unquestioned American heroes, Dave Thomas, to toil in 4th place, you scumbags. Yes. But you redeemed yourself by 0.5 percentage point by putting 5 guys at the top of the list. And as somebody who speaks for obesity in this country, 5 guys is the best burger in the business. Wendy's is number 2. Burger King is, in fact, number 3.
I swear to God, if you put McDonald's above In-N-Out, dude.
Jack in the Box is number 4. And McDonald's is not better than In-N-Out, who would be number 5.
Bro.
In no way, shape, or form does Burger King belong number 2 on this list. And it is disgusting that you people have lowered yourself to that level.
Chick.
And as somebody who rocks the body fat in the such as in like form that I do, I believe I am more qualified to discuss the best burger in the world. And it is 5 guys.
U.S. Americans.
There is no doubt.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, I think this is one of the few topics we actually do agree on. 5 guys are superior.
But now, as a married man with a baby on the way, don't you feel like, right? Don't you feel like I'm not a casual? Now, as somebody who's going through a difficult separation like you are,
Bro,
don't you
talking about, bro?
Yeah, I guess I'll have to figure something out.
Don't you feel like the double dell needs to be on this list?
I haven't had a double dell since we lived in Utah, so it's been a while. I'll need to check on it again. I don't even know. Let me look. I don't even know if I have a Del Taco around me.
No, there's no Del. Dude, you live in the armpit of America. Del Taco's too high end for you.
Let's see. Yeah, no, there's not a Del Taco around. No, there's not. Tons of Taco Bells. No Del Taco. Perfect.
What did you eat for dinner last night?
What did I have for dinner last night? What did I have for dinner last night? Oh, I had a Costco frozen pizza last night. That's what I had.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it just the cheese kind?
Yeah, just a cheese one. Yeah. Yeah.
You know. Marcus says, it continues to piss me off when I listen to you talk about fast food. As somebody who considers himself a connoisseur of obesity, and you never once Never once mentioned Culver's. Not even in passing.
Come on,
Not
dude.
even in passing do you mention Culver's. You mentioned that crappy burger from Texas. You mean Whataburger?
Whataburger's ass, dude.
But you won't. No, don't. Okay.
Ass.
And you wonder why you're getting divorced.
Ass.
Bro.
It is.
When's the last time you had a Whataburger?
Phoenix, and I'll never do it again.
So
It's
15
ass.
years ago.
No, not 15.
10 years ago?
10 years ago.
Whataburger is not ass. It's Culver's is. What is the big deal about Culver's? Somebody help me understand it. That Marcus is texting me about or messaging me about Culver's is ridiculous.
You've been to Culver's?
Salt Lake City. There used to be a Culver's in South Jordan by the crib.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing that because Marcus is so fired up about this, that Culver's is probably better than McDonald's. But that's just a guess.
Yeah, but that's like saying herpes is better than syphilis. Like, I mean, what are we even doing here?
Yeah.
I don't have ovaries.
Right? Like, you can't compare the two. I just am not. I don't know. I'm not there. I Culver's is on a different level. It's in a different stratosphere than McDonald's. Come on. Culver's is way better than McDonald's. But Whataburger, are you kidding me with Whataburger?
Come on, dude.
Yeah, Whataburger's ass.
What did Whataburger do to you?
It made a pretty ass burger when I ate it. Like, and you're talking to a guy who loves burgers.
Yeah, but God. Someday, I am going to duct tape your hands and ankles and your mouth, and I'm going to put you in my trunk, and I'm going to drive your ass to Whataburger, and then I'm going to have Big Daddy Magic sit on your chest and force feed you Whataburger, and you're going to say you like it. And the longer it takes you to say you like it, I am going to feed him black beans for like 2 straight days before this trip. And if you don't say you like it, I will turn him loose on you. Your blatant disregard for Whataburger is unthinkable.
Well,
it is
what it is.
But you're also the same guy who defends White Castle. And you're the same guy that's like, oh, dude, you can get any Super Dog. I'll just go to Costco and get a hot dog. No, you won't. Like, it's exactly. I'm going to get a Bacavo instead of a chicken sandwich. We all know Bacavo's better. Shut up. That's ridiculous.
Hey,
and again, you've put me in a position you've put me in a position now where I'm defending Whataburger, which isn't the best burger in the world, but it's better than McDonald's.
Ass, dude. I'm just going to keep saying it. Dude.
You've had one Whataburger.
Well,
I know
you went
that
there
doesn't
once.
give you any frame of reference.
You have no frame of reference, Donnie.
Wow.
Right? I mean, I need the drop.
Donnie, please.
Thank you.
Donnie, you're out of your element.
Jake, please.
So you have no frame of reference here, Donnie.
Like, you anyway. No, you know what?
You got me then.
You think now because you're married and you have kids that all of a sudden, like, you know everything.
Fucking A.
Wait until you start living on Dino Nuggets. Then talk your shit about, oh, Whataburger sucks. You'll be begging me to take you to Whataburger. Jackwagon. Anyway. It is what it is. Also love Shake Shack, but I'm not sure it's in the category of burger places.
they do a burger, but it's not great.
Taquito Jake bagging on Whataburger. Yeah, Captain Fecal Matter off the roller trying to tell me, oh man, Whataburger sucks, but we got to talk about those taquitos. Listen, Raul,
Jake is an all-timer, bro.
Raul dragging his fecal matter across the rollers. Dude, couldn't have happened at a better time. I rolled up right after that. Smashed that. I want Dan Lanning on that taquito. How do you, anyway?
Yeah, I'm just, I'll die on the hill, bro. I'm not a Whataburger guy. It's not my cup of tea.
My wife literally is standing in the doorway flipping me off right now.
Whataburger's ass. There's no question about it, man.
Whataburger's not ass. It's not. Five Guys is the best burger in fast food. Can we just all live in that space? Right? Okay.
But dust up.
Jake went from engaged to married, back to divorced, and married again with kids. I'm a fisherman, dude. I'm just throwing a bunch of lines in the water, and he'll eventually tell me what's going on in his life, and then
Are you raising your voice at me? Come on, dude.
Okay.
Dude, did you just like squirt on yourself over there? Or what happened?
Shut up, Jake.
Chick.
Hey, bro, did you squirt on yourself? Because let me tell you this story real quick.
Juicy.
I hate that my life revolves around drinking out of shaker cups. And sometimes the lids just don't work. There's a hole here and a hole here. Put this hole on that hole and go to town. This doesn't require some kind of master's degree or even an MDiv. Right? Like
Hiscock.
Yet sometimes it does. Sometimes it does.
That's incredible.
Sometimes it does. It just is what it is. And now
wild.
And now I have creatine water all over the table. So it is what it is. Mrs. Monty flipping off Monty. Why? No need to ask why. I'm sure it's justified. Oh, I'm sure it's justified. You know. Heard Jake is having triplets. Jake Jr., James, and Travis. Exactly.
Right. Yeah. You know.
I don't have ovaries.
And it's not Travis, it's Trav.
Right.
It's Trav. You know. Oh. How did we get here? Oh, Best Burgers. I am telling you now. I will never eat at McDonald's. Burger King double cheeseburger every day.
Bomb.
I will never eat it at White Castle.
Right.
Not doing that. But Five Guys, I'm here for it. I am here for it. All right, we'll be back on Tuesday. Big day for the real estate exam on Monday. Let's hope we pass.
You will.
The National's fine. The Hawaii State real estate exam, that's when I need to study up a little bit more on. Even though I'm getting 80%. No, I shouldn't even say it out loud. Let's hope we pass, right? Be safe this weekend, and if the worst happens, get the best at theadvocates.com. The best injury attorneys in the business, where all you get is clear, risk-free advice because there's no consultation fees. You never reach in your pocket because you don't pay the advocates unless and until they win your case. Hook it up at theadvocates.com. Until Tuesday, say goodbye, Jake.
Goodbye, Jake.